जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी। गोपी जना वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Narayam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tado jayamudhirayet nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki namavo vishnu padaya krishna preshtaya bhutale श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, welcome to all. Today we are going to discuss the 15th chapter summary, Pandavas Retire Timely. In the previous chapter, we have discussed about how Arjuna went to Dwaraka to see Krishna and friends and relatives in Dwaraka. And also he wanted to know the plan of the Lord so that he could assist in the mission of the Lord. Many months passed, he did not come back. Krishna Maharaja in Astinapura, he was seeing there are many evil omens, inauspicious omens, and there was quarrel, misunderstanding among the family members. After seeing all these things, inauspicious things in his kingdom, then he called his brother Bhima and he was sharing whatever he was seeing. I sent Arjuna to Dwaraka to find out Lord's next mission, to see the friends and relatives in Dwaraka, but many months over, he did not come back. So he was expressing all these things to Bhima. At the time, Arjuna returned and he was very pale, he was dejected, depressed, feeling very sad. Tears started flowing from his eyes. He bowed down at the feet of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yudhishthira Maharaj saw Arjuna's condition. Then he put various questions to Arjuna regarding the family, friends and relatives of Dwaraka. How are they doing? How is Krishna? How is Vasudeva? How is Devaki? How is Balarama? How is Pradyumna? How is Aniruddha? And started asking many people welfare. Then finally, Yudhishthira Maharaj asked Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, I am seeing that you are so much depressed, so much dejected. Have you lost your intimate friend Krishna? I can think of no other means for your being so much dejected. That was end of the previous chapter. This chapter begins with Shuta Goswami's explaining to the sages from Naimisharanya. Arjuna was very much distressed due to separation of Lord Krishna. His eyes were full of tears, and he started recollecting all the things happened in the past, remembering Krishna and his intimate friendship and his familial relationship with Krishna and his chariot driving, how he protected Arjuna in all situations. He was completely absorbed in the thoughts of Lord Krishna and became overwhelmed. How Krishna made Arjuna as one of his family members by marrying his beloved sister Subhadra to Arjuna. Once Arjuna was in a pilgrimage, so he was in Prabhasa, Somanath. At the time he heard about Subhadra's marriage, that Lord Balarama was negotiating his sister's marriage, Subhadra marriage with Vasudeva. Vasudeva. And the moment he heard about this, he was filled with the absorption of Subhadra. He came to Dwaraka and he stayed in one hermitage, dressed like a sannyasi in saffron robe. And all the citizens of Dwaraka thought some sannyasis come here to Dwaraka, let us go and meet sannyasi and take his association. So Arjuna stayed in the Dwaraka during the Chaturmasa 4-month rainy season. So during the time, all the residents of citizens of Dwaraka came to meet this sannyasi. None of them could recognize that is Arjuna. Even Balarama could not recognize is Arjuna. Then Balarama one day he asked the sannyasi, please come to our home for lunch. So the sannyasi went to the house of Balaram. So Balarama started serving varieties of dishes to the sannyasi, and he was eating left and right. But generally sannyasis would eat little, and he was body was stout and strong. And Subhadra was standing and serving. He started looking, staring, gazing at Subhadra constantly, and he was filled with the thought of Subhadra. He decided somehow or other I should marry Subhadra. Even Subhadra also, after seeing Arjuna, she decided that I want to marry only this person. Then later, when Subhadra went to temple, at the time Arjuna was waiting for the opportunity and informed Vasudeva and Devaki. Under the guidance of Krishna, Arjuna came in the chariot and took away Subhadra, put on his chariot, started going away. So all the Edu members started crying, and somehow this message reached Balarama. They informed that sannyasi is actually Arjuna. He came here to take away our daughter Subhadra. So after hearing this, Balarama became very angry. He wanted to finish Arjuna. Understanding the mood of Balarama, Krishna went and fell at the feet of Balaram and pacified him. Please forgive him. Actually, Subhadra wanted to marry Arjuna alone. Therefore, let it happen. So after hearing this, Balarama became calm. So in this way, Krishna brought Arjuna to his own family by giving his own sister to Arjuna. Arjuna started remembering all these things, how Krishna went and fell at the feet of Balaram to protect his life. So he was overwhelmed with the thought of Krishna. Then later, how Krishna became a charioteer and protected Arjuna from all situations. So by remembering all these thoughts, was filled with the Krishna consciousness. Then later he said to Yudhishthira Maharaj, because Yudhishthira Maharaj asked many questions to Arjuna, he started telling to Yudhishthira Maharaj, my dear brother, actually by Krishna's mercy, when he was with me, due to his grace, due to his mercy, and I had astounding power that astonished even demigods. Whenever Krishna comes to this world, he brings all his eternal associates to this world. And he displays his all divine power, divine energy. Not only displays his own energy, even he empowers his dear devotees with such power and energy to assist in his mission. Once the mission is over, Krishna takes back the power and the energy. So Arjuna was saying, when Krishna was there, I had a power that astonished even the demigods. Now is no longer with me. So Krishna, when he goes back to the abode after completing his mission, he takes all his associates and also the power and the energy he bestows or empower his devotees, that also withdraws. Because his mission is over. Such kind of power and energy is not required for Arjuna now to go back home, back to Godhead. So therefore, we should always remember the power, the knowledge or a talent or ability, whatever we have, it's given by Lord Krishna. Krishna can take back the power that he bestowed upon us, he can take back at any moment. Krishna can take back the power from even the great devotee like Arjuna. Then what to speak of us? We are very insignificant jivas. Therefore, at any moment, Krishna can take back the power that he bestowed upon us. Therefore, one should not become proud of his position of power. Rather, whatever wealth, whatever power, whatever intelligence, whatever ability we have, we must use in the service of the Lord. Then Arjuna started saying to Yudhishthira, my dear brother, it is as long as he was there, I was very happy. Now, in his absence, the entire world became null and void. And it is by his grace alone I could conquer all the lusty princes in the palace of King Drupada and gain the hand of Draupadi. So he says here, Arjuna says to Yudhishthira Maharaj, in his absence, I see the entire world is filled with full of null and void. I could not see anything. Everything I see is shunya. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, a nice verse, Yugaitam nimishedi chakshusha pravishaitam shunyaitam jagatsarum govinde viraneme. Oh my dear Lord Govinda, due to his separation, I feel every moment like a millennium. Yugaitam nimisheshna. Even one nimisha becomes yuga, millennium. And constantly tears started flowing from my eyes like a torrents of rain. And I see the entire world is void, shunya. Without your presence, I see the entire world is nothing but void, shunya. So devotee, when he could not see Lord, he sees the entire world is nothing but shunya. Even Arjuna felt, without the presence of Lord, I see the entire world is filled with full of null and void. And Drupada had a beautiful daughter, Draupadi, and he had a son also, Drishtadyumna. And he wanted to give his beautiful daughter, Draupadi, to only Arjuna. And he set a target. He was holding Sayambara. He invited all the princes from the different parts of the world, all of them assembled. And he set a target, a fish, on the ceiling of the inner roof of his palace. And the fish was protected by a running wheel. And this one challenges Kshatriya, anyone should shoot the eye of the fish, not looking at the fish, but looking at the water, at the ground. Because on the ground there was water, and the target was reflected on the water. By looking at the target on the water, should shoot, not directly looking at the fish. He knew very well, except Arjuna, no one can accomplish this task. Also, he knew very well about Karna. Karna also can finish this task. So all the people were there. At the time, Arjuna was there. He was dressed like a Brahmana. He came because Duryodhana sent Pandavas to the palace, which is made of wax and camphor, all the flammable material. He want to murder them while sleeping. Somehow, with the help of Vidura, Pandavas escaped. They were living in the forest. So at the time they heard about this Swayamvara was holding, Swayamvara of Draupadi. So Arjuna also came dressed like a Brahmana. He was sitting. Krishna and Balaram also were there during the Swayamvara of Draupadi. Even Jayadratha was there, Karna was there, Duryodhana was there. So many people were there. All the princely order were there. And everyone wants to marry Draupadi. She was she was very beautiful, very attractive. So at the time, all the princes came and tried, but everyone miserably failed. When Karna turn came, and he was about to shoot, at the time Draupadi, understanding that Karna could achieve the target, she expressed her desire to Drishtadyumna that she is not interested to marry a Shudra, because he was Shudra, who Karna was a son of charioteer, because charioteer is classified in the Shudra category. And Drishtadyumna announced in the assembly that Draupadi wants to marry only minimum Kshatriya or Brahmana, not a Shudra. So when Drishtadyumna announced this, Karna was humiliated in front of all the kings. He came and sat. The next Arjuna came. By the blessings of Lord Krishna, he could shoot an arrow at the fish and gained the hand of Draupadi. So when he was coming out, Karna challenged. By the mercy of Krishna, Arjuna became victorious. So he could remember everything. Then he started saying to Yudhishthira, my dear brother, when Krishna was with me, by his mercy, I could conquer the king of heaven, Indradeva, along with his associates. And by his mercy alone, by his grace alone, Mayadana was saved from the blazing fire of forest. And later he built the beautiful assembly hall in Indraprastha, and where we performed Rajasuya sacrifice. All the kings, princes paid tributes to you by seeing the wonderful assembly hall. When Krishna and Arjuna was in Astinapura, they went to a forest, both of them. At the time, there was a Brahmana that came and requested Arjuna and Krishna that, can you kindly give me something what I asked? Krishna and Arjuna said, 100% I will provide, provided if it is within our hand. At the time, the Brahmana revealed the true identity. He said, actually, I am Agni Deva. I want to eat this Pandava forest. But whenever I make an attempt, Indra come and stops my attempt by pouring heavy rain. Therefore, please allow me to eat Kandava forest. Why Agni wanted to eat Kandava forest? There was a king called Shvetaki. He was mad after performing sacrifice. The Brahmanas were tired of performing sacrifice by pouring ghee, oblation, the sacrifice, and due to this sacrifice, the body of the Brahmanas became blackish because of ash. The Brahmana said, no, we are no longer interested in perform sacrifice, kindly leave us. They left. And the Shvetaki went to perform tapasya and pleased Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva was pleased and asked, my dear Shvetaki, what you want? Then Shvetaki said, my dear Lord, please become my priest and continue the sacrifice. Lord Shiva said, no, I cannot do all things and all. However, I sent my partial incarnation, Durvasa Muni. He would accomplish your task. So that Durvasa Muni came and started performing that sacrifice. So during the sacrifice, there was heavy ghee was poured in the sacrifice fire. Agni had to drink all the ghee because he drank a lot of ghee. He had a lot of diseases. He became very thin and he lost all the energy, luster, everything. And later he went to Lord Brahma and requested Lord Brahma, I became very weak. Now please bless me to get my energy, regain my energy and strength. Then Lord Brahma advised Indra, my dear Indra, please go and eat the Kandava forest along with the animals. When you eat the flesh of the animals, then you will regain your energy and strength. So because the forest, the sages would come and perform tapasya, the wild animals would disturb the sages. In order to protect the sages from the wild animals, Lord Brahma informed Agni to eat Kandava forest along with the animals. So whenever Agni Deva made an attempt, Indra would come and stop because he had a friend, Takshaka, living in the forest. He wanted to protect his friend, Takshaka. Therefore, he foiled all the attempts. Later, once again, many times his attempt failed. Again, he went to Lord Brahma and said, whenever I attempt to eat Khandava forest, Lord Indra comes and foils my attempts. Oh, please let me know what to do. Then Brahma said, Krishna and Arjuna are there. You please go and meet them. They will enable you to eat Khandava forest. So thus he approached Krishna and Arjuna. And Arjuna said to Agni Deva, yes, I will enable you to eat Khandava forest, provided if you get a bow and arrow and chariot and also suitable weapon for Lord Krishna. So then Agni Deva went and meditated upon Varun Deva and requested Varuna to give bow, arrow and chariot. So he gave Varuna Deva gave the bow and arrow, and also Sudarshan Chakra. Agni Deva gave Sudarshan Chakra to Krishna, and Gandiva bow and chariot which can drive anywhere. It can conquer any direction. So it was given to Arjuna. So after getting this bow, Gandiva bow and chariot from Agni Deva, Krishna said to Krishna also got Sudarshan Chakra, although it's its own weapon. Nevertheless, as a pastime he received from a devotee. Then he said to Agni Deva, my dear Agni, now you can start devouring this forest. I will, whenever animals, any jivas leaves from the forest, I will drive away. You don't worry. He gave the word to Agni Deva. So Agni Deva started eating the Khandava forest. While he was eating the forest of this Khandava forest, there was one demon, Mayadanava, who was living in the forest. He started escaping. And Krishna, he was, whenever animals started escaping, he would drive away and make that animals go inside the forest so that Agni Deva could eat. When he was escaping, Mayadanava was escaping from the forest, and Krishna aimed to finish Agni Deva, to send him back to the fire. But understanding the situation, Mayadana went and took shelter of Arjuna. Oh, Arjuna, please protect me. Since he took shelter of Arjuna, now Krishna could not kill Mayadanava. Thus, Arjuna saved the life of Mayadanava, and Mayadanava was very much obliged to Arjuna and asked Arjuna, how can I repay you for saving my life? And said, I don't want anything in return. Please go and ask Krishna. So he went to Krishna and asked Krishna, Krishna, what can I do? So Krishna was pleased with Mayadanava for taking shelter of his dearest devotee. So he said, my dear Mayadanava, you must construct a wonderful assembly hall for Yudhishthira Maharaj. So then Mayadanava built a wonderful assembly hall with a very wonderful structure. He made and gave to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So when Kauravas were invited for Rajasuya sacrifice, Duryodhana saw this wonderful the palace and this assembly hall of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Somehow you want to get this assembly hall. And all the kings who attended this Rajasuya sacrifice, they saw, were very happy to see such kind of assembly hall. Now all of them paid tribute to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Arjuna was recollecting how by the grace of Krishna he could conquer even Indradeva. He attacked Indradeva and defeated Indradeva. Then he started saying, my dear Yudhishthira Maharaj, my dear brother, it is by mercy of Krishna alone, your brother Bhimasena killed Jarasandha. Jarasandha was very powerful king. He was worshipped by many other kings. He took away, arrested thousands of kings and kept them in his custody. He wanted to offer Narabali, these kings, in sacrifice to please Kala Bhairava, Lord Shiva. You want to please Lord Shiva. And it's by the mercy of Lord Krishna, Bhima killed Jarasandha and released all the kings who have been uh, arrested by Jarasandha. All of them paid tribute to you. Jarasandha was a king of Magadha. He was born very mysteriously. He was a son of uh, Vridha Sharma. Bhradratha. He was son of Bhradratha. Bhradratha had two wives, but he didn't have any children. He was very upset, disturbed. He left the kingdom, went to forest to perform austerity. By the blessings of one rishi, he gave some mango. He said, the rishi said to Bhradratha, you can give this mango to your wife, she will bear children, bear child. He was pleased with this benediction. Then he gave that mango because he had two wives. It does not become partial to one of the wives. Therefore, he cut the mango into two halves and gave two halves to two wives. And due course of time, they were pregnant. This Bhratratha was very happy to see that his wife became means bearing with children. Then later, they gave birth. But both of them gave birth to half of the body. One eyes, half of the brain, one nostril, half mouth, and one hand, one side, one portion of chest, one leg. Both of them gave to half of the body of the baby. When Bharatrada saw this, was shocked because it's no life. Then took the two half of the baby and threw in the forest. At the time, there was one she demon called the Jara. When the Jara saw this two half of the baby, I'm very pleased. Today, nice feast I have got because tender flesh. And out of curiosity, the demon, she demon, took the two half of the baby and joined together and said, "Come to life, come to life." Immediately, the child started crying. And when the baby came to the life, the she demon was pleased, and also the demon had compassion for the king because he was childless. Out of compassion for the king, the demon brought the child, gave to the king brother, and that king was very satisfied, very pleased with this demon, and he wanted to reward her sufficiently, and asked the demon, "What you want?" So the demon said, "You please name the child after me." Therefore, Bharatrada named his child as Jarasandha. Jara, a demon who joined this child. Therefore, he named Jarasandha. Jarasandha became the king of Magadha. Currently, the Magadha is Bihar. He was the king of Magadha. And he had two daughters. The daughters were married to Kamsa. When Kamsa was killed by Krishna, the two daughters, young daughters, became widow, came to Jarasandha and explained about their situation. By seeing his daughter's widow, he wanted to get rid of entire Edu dynasty because Krishna killed Kamsa. So he attacked Mathura. Krishna defeated all the armies and left Jarasandha alone. Like that, 18 times he attacked Mathura. 18 times he was defeated. The 18th time, Krishna, during the battle, he escaped, he ran away from the battle for some other, to attend other, this one, important thing. Therefore, he became Ranachoda. One was left to the battlefield. So he was a king, he was a Brahmana. The king generally was generous, who would give charity to Brahmanas. So Yudhishthira Maharaja wanted to perform Rajaswa sacrifice. So unless all the king comes under the control of Yudhishthira Maharaj, he cannot perform Rajaswa sacrifice. But Jarasandha said, "I will not submit myself to Yudhishthira Maharaja." So he was a very powerful king. He said, "Why should I bow down to Yudhishthira Maharaj?" So somebody said, "Unless you conquer Jarasandha, you cannot perform Rajaswa sacrifice." So at that time, Krishna and Bhima and Arjuna, dressed themselves as a Brahmanas, went to kingdom of Magadha, Bihar, to meet Jarasandha, because Jarasandha would not refuse to give any charity to Brahmanas, because they went to ask battle as a charity. So all of them went to meet Jarasandha. They met Jarasandha. Jarasandha was pleased and gave the accommodation. And Krishna was telling, we have come here to ask you some charity. I am sure that you would not refuse. I am sure that you would not refuse to give charity. So then finally, because when he was talking, you could understand these people are not Brahmanas, because they had a very big body and there was a mark on the shoulder, and he saw Krishna, Arjuna, and Bhima. He could understand these people are Kshatriyas. Nevertheless, they came as a Brahmanas. They want to beg. He said, even if you ask me to cut off my head and give as a charity, I am ready to give. Please ask whatever you want. I am ready to give. So at the time, Krishna said, actually, we are Kshatriyas. He is a Arjuna, son of Pandu. He is a Bhima, his elder brother. I am Krishna, your old enemy. No, you can choose any one of us to fight. Jarasandha looked at Krishna and started laughing. You foolish people want fight? I am ready to give this charity. Then he said, Krishna, I will not fight with you because you ran away from the battle and took shelter within the sea. Therefore, you are covered. I don't want to fight with you. Arjuna is younger to me and is very weak. I don't want to fight with him. Bhima is quite strong and stout and strong. I can challenge. I can fight with Bhima. So then Bhima and Jarasandha started fighting. So both of them fighting for a long time, but none of them could gain upper hand. They would start fight in the morning during the sunrise and stop at the sunset. After sunset, they would sit with all of them. All of them sit together and would eat food and talk nicely. Like a friends, they would be. But next day morning, again they would fight. So 28 days over, Bhima could not conquer Jarasandha. So finally admitted Krishna, my dear Krishna, I think it's impossible for me to conquer Jarasandha. So at the time, since Krishna knew the birth of Jarasandha, he gave the hint to Bhima while fighting. He took the small, he plucked out some, what is it, twigs of the tree and started bifurcating. He hinted Bhima should bifurcate the body of Jarasandha. Then understanding the hint, and Bhima hit Jarasandha. Jarasandha fell down. When he fell down, took the opportunity, he put his leg on the one leg and started pulling the leg. He separated two out of the body in this way. So it's by the mercy of Krishna alone, Bhima killed Jarasandha. Then later Krishna made the son of Jarasandha as the king of Magadha. Then Krishna released all the kings who had been arrested by Jarasandha to offer them in sacrifice to Kala Bhairava, Lord Shiva. So all of them came and paid tributes to Yudhishthira Maharaj. As I was recollecting, it's because of Krishna's mercy that Bhima killed Jarasandha and released all the kings. Next, he started saying, Arjuna started saying to Krishna, my dear brother, it is he, Krishna, who loosened the hair of all the wives of the miscreants, who dared to touch the hair of Draupadi during the gambling match when Yudhishthira Maharaj lost Draupadi. Karna told Dusasana to go and bring Draupadi. So Dusasana went, and when he asked Draupadi, no, you become slave of Kauravas, you must come. She refused to come. Because she refused to come, he started dragging her by her hair. She had nice, beautiful hair, sanctified hair, and he started dragging her through by pulling the hair. And he brought Draupadi in the assembly by dragging her. So She went and asked all the Kauravas, Bhishma, Drona, all the people asked justice, how I can be insulted in this assembly. So at that time, none of them could speak. Only Vikarna could get up and speak in favor of Draupadi. Karna chastised Vikarna. Vikarna was the brother of Duryodhana. He scolded him harshly. Even Bhima, Dronacharya, none of them could speak like you are speaking. Shut your mouth. So at that time, Karna told Dusasana to remove her sari, let her see her naked form. So when Dushasana was removing, she took shelter of Krishna because she tried all her best to protect her honor, but she could not do it all. At the time, she fixed her mind upon Lord Krishna. Krishna, please save my honor. Immediately, Krishna appeared and protected Draupadi. And then later, during this war, he was killed. Dusasana was killed by Bhima. And as a result, all the wives of Dusasana became widows and they have to loosen their hair. So when anybody insults Krishna, Krishna would tolerate. But if anybody insults his dear devotee, Krishna could not tolerate. Because Draupadi was insulted, as a result, all the sons and the grandsons of Dhritarashtra were killed on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Then it's all because of Krishna. It was Krishna who killed all the Kauravas. Then later he said, Arjuna said, my dear brother, during our exile, when Durvas Muni came to our cottage, he wants to put us in trouble, danger. It is by the mercy of Krishna alone we were saved. Durvas Muni once went to Hastinapura to meet Duryodhana, and Duryodhana intelligently took care of Durvas Muni, nicely served wonderful feast. Durvas Muni was very much pleased with the Duryodhana's feast. And he asked, my dear Duryodhana, please ask any benediction what you want. So at the time, Duryodhana said he knew very well Pandavas are suffering in the forest. And he also knew very well if the Durvas Muni is dissatisfied, he could curse anyone. So he wanted Durvas Muni to curse Pandavas. Therefore, he told, if you want to give me any benediction, that I request you please go with your disciples to Pandavas, because Yudhishthira Maharaja's eldest, you must visit his house. And he also told the condition, you must ensure before going to the Pandavas, you must ensure Draupadi had completed a meal. Because Pandavas had a vessel called Akshaya Patra, which was given by sun god. So as long as Draupadi is not finished her last meal, they could feed any number of guests. Any number of guests they could feed. But once the Draupadi is finished, there will be no food. On this day, on the particular day. Next day again, the pot will be filled with full of food. So Duryodhana knew this tactics. Therefore, he informed Durvas Muni to go with 60,000 disciples or 10,000 disciples, huge number of disciples. So Durvas Muni went to forest where Pandavas were staying. So when Draupadi saw that Durvas Muni came along with thousands of guests, Brahmanas, his disciples, was filled with anxiety because she already finished her food. There's no food to give them. So Yudhishthira Maharaja, sensing the danger, he told, please go and take bath in river, finish your ritual and come back, we'll give you food. So all of them went to take bath. So at that time, Draupadi went and saw this pot is empty. She had already finished the meal. She was filled with anxiety. What to do? Oh, we are in danger because Durvas Muni is not fed. He will curse. So immediately she prayed to Lord Krishna. Krishna, please save. Immediately Krishna appeared and said, my dear Draupadi, I am feeling hungry. Please go and get some food. So already she was in trouble. And further Krishna is giving trouble. Krishna, already I am trouble. Why are you giving me further trouble? I don't have any food. That's the reason I pray to you. Go and get the pot. So she brought the pot, and Krishna saw some one small vegetable grain left. Then he took that and he took, and Krishna was pleased and told Bhima, go and bring all the guests down. So Bhima went to call all the guests. So they were taking bath. So when they were taking bath, they could feel that their stomach is completely full up to the neck, and they are not at all hungry. And Bhima said, "Sir, why are you spending time here? Please come. Your lunch is ready. Yudhishthira Maharaj waiting. He made all the wonderful dishes. Please come." So that Dhruva Muni thought, "No, we are not feeling hungry. If we go to the house, because he must have prepared a lot of items. If we don't eat, he'll feel unhappy. Therefore, let us not go to his house. Let us go away." So all the people went away without coming to the place of Yudhishthira Maharaj. So in this way, the Pandavas were saved by Krishna from the curse of Durvas Muni. So he was recollecting all things and explaining to, sharing this to Yudhishthira Maharaj, and said, "My dear brother, it is by the mercy of Krishna alone I could satisfy Lord Shiva, and as a result, I could get his own weapon, Pashupata. And not only that, even all the demigods were pleased with me and they gave me the divine weapons. And I was able to go to the Indraloka and I was able to sit with Lord Indra. It's all by the mercy of Krishna alone." So a devotee of Krishna, when becomes dear to Krishna, all the demigods will be pleased with the devotee. So Arjuna went to the Indraloka with the same body. With the same body. It's not possible for anyone to go to Indraloka. One has to perform sacrifice. One has to perform tapasya. One has to undergo all kinds of hardships. After giving up his body, then one became eligible to go to Indraloka. But whereas Arjuna, by the mercy of Krishna, could go with the same body to Indraloka. So there he met Indra, and even all the demigods, including Indradeva, took shelter of Arjuna to kill the Danavas, many demons headed by Nivata Kavachas. Because they got the benediction from Lord Brahma, therefore they become invincible. Nobody could conquer except two personalities, one Nara and Narayana. Only Nara and Narayana can vanquish this Nivata Kavachas. So the demigods, they don't want to disturb Narayana. Since Arjuna is a Nara, they all requested, "Oh Arjuna, please conquer this Nivata Kavachas who are giving a lot of trouble. They were invincible. We are not able to conquer them." So Arjuna killed all the Nivata Kavachas. So he stayed and he got the divine weapons and he would sit on the same seat along with Indradeva. It's all due to the mercy of Lord Krishna. And it is by the mercy of Lord Krishna alone I could regain the cattle's cows when the Kauravas took away. Because when the Matsya kingdom was attacked by Kauravas, as long as Kichaka, powerful demon, he was there in the Matsya kingdom, Kauravas could not attack. Once the Kichaka, a powerful person, Kshatriya, was killed by Bhima, the kingdom became very weak. So at the time, Duryodhana asked the Kaurava warriors to attack Virata kingdom, Matsya kingdom, to take away all the cows. So at the time, they all Kauravas came, headed by Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Ashwatthama, Duryodhana, Dushasana. All the people came and took away the cattle. At the time, Arjuna, the Pandavas were in exile. So they were incognito. The last 13th years, they are in the Virata kingdom. So when they came to know that the king came to know that Kauravas came and took away the cattle, he had a son, Uttara. He told all the people, "Now I can vanquish all the Kauravas single-handedly just to see my power." So at that time, Draupadi started laughing and said, "You must take Arjuna." He was Sairandri. He was dressed like a eunuch and he was teaching Uttara, daughter of Virata, and you must take Branala. He was chariot driver of Arjuna in the past. If you take him, you'll be able to conquer. So when Uttara took Arjuna, he saw all the great personalities, Bhishma, Drona, Karna. Then he said to Arjuna, I cannot fight with these great personalities. Let us run away. So Arjuna said, you told simply boasted in front of all the women, and now you are saying you will run away. So see, please spare my life. I want to run away. I'll give whatever you want. I'll give money. You please spare my life. He got down from chariot, started running. Then Arjuna went and dragged him. Don't worry, I will fight. Then he went to one Shami tree where Arjuna kept his weapons in his cloth. Then he told him to go and get back the weapons. Then he brought and he declared that actually I am Arjuna. I am living in incognito this 13th year. Now I will fight against the Kurus. You take my chariot, you drive. Then Arjuna conquered all the Kauravas, Bhishma, Drona, Kripacharya, Ashwatthama, Karna, all the people, and took away all the helmets of the Kauravas, bedecked with a lot of diamonds, and brought and gave to Uttara. She asked her brother, when you, because she heard that Kauravas wear nice helmet bedecked with a lot of diamonds. So therefore you bring. So Arjuna brought and gave. So he said, it's by the mercy of Krishna alone I could gain, that means get back, retrieve the cattle of Virata. Next, Arjuna started saying, the Kaurava strength was like a ocean, insurmountable. Who are the people? Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Bhurishwara, all the great personalities. They were all attacking. They used all their powerful weapon. In spite of throwing their powerful weapon, nothing could touch me. All the weapons could not touch even my hair. Just like a Prahlad Maharaj was protected from all the weapons used by demons. Similarly, I was protected by Lord Krishna alone. So in the battlefield, there are many great challenges Arjuna faced. Every time Krishna protected. Once Karna shot arrow and he wanted to kill Arjuna. So it came and he was about to strike, cut the head of Arjuna. At the time, Krishna pushed to this chariot and it started sinking the chariot, and the arrow just touched the head of, helmet of Arjuna. This way, Krishna saved Arjuna. Jayadratha. Jayadratha was king of Sindhu Desha. Sindhu Desha is currently Pakistan. He got married to Dushala, one of the only daughter of Dhritarashtra. And he was there during the Swayamvara of Draupadi, and he wanted to marry Draupadi at any cost, but somehow he could not achieve the target. He failed in the target set by Draupada. When the Pandavas were in the forest in the Kamyavana, and he was passing through the forest, and he saw he wanted to go to some other place to get married. While he was passing through the forest, he could see the place where Pandavas was residing. He sent one of his associate friend named Kotigesha, and he told to go and find out who is there. Draupadi is there, because he could see Draupadi was sitting, and he was attracted by the beauty of Draupadi, and he wanted to marry at any cost. And at that time, Pandavas were not there. They went out to collect some fruits and vegetables. No one was there, only Draupadi was there. His friend went to meet Draupadi, and she told, actually, my husbands were not there. They went, they will come, and you wait. So he went and told, actually, King Jayadratha and all the associates are come, whether they can come inside. So she told they can
once they come, my husbands come, all of you can come. So he went and informed the Kotikesha to Jayadratha. Now no one is there. Now it's the right opportunity for you to kidnap. So Jayadratha came along with powerful people, and Draupadi brought water and gave to him. At the time, Jayadratha said, "An intelligent woman will enjoy with her husband as long as husband is prosperous, wealthy."
Once husband falls down, is bereft of wealth, intelligent person would forsake and enjoy with a wealthy person. Therefore, why are you wasting your life in the forest and your husbands are beggars? Better you come to me. You become my wife. You become my queen. You'll be served by so many women.
So when he proposed this idea to Draupadi, became very angry and blasted, "You fool, don't know. You'll bring your own destruction if I have this idea. My husbands will not leave you. Since I have taken shelter of Lord Krishna, even I am not afraid of Indra. What to speak of insignificant person like you?" Then he started forcing her, and she gave one slap and fell down. And again he got up and he became very angry and dragged her and put on the chariot. She started screaming, and Dhaumya came and he started running away.
So Dhaumya went and informed the Pandavas were coming and saw the lot of birds started flying. They could understand there is a danger. So Dhaumya went and informed the Pandavas that Yudhishthira Maharaj that Draupadi was kidnapped by, forcibly taken away by Jayadratha. Then Arjuna and Bhima chased Jayadratha and finally was defeated, and he was tied with a rope and brought to Yudhishthira Maharaj, and Arjuna told, "You must declare to Yudhishthira Maharaj that you are slave of Yudhishthira Maharaj." And after that he declared, "I am servant of, slave of Yudhishthira Maharaj." Then later Yudhishthira Maharaj told Bhima to release him because he is our relative, husband of him. So he is our daughter's sister's husband. Dushala is a sister, his husband. Therefore, we should not punish. Please go. So at the time, Yudhishthira Maharaj said, "My dear Jayadratha, please don't do this kind of activity and please go away." So he was humiliated because his head was shaved. Some only here and there, some hairs were left by Bhima. And because of Kshatriya, if he's humiliated, it's as good as death. It's worse than death for Kshatriya. Later, he could not go to his kingdom, and he went to Himalaya, Gangotri, and he performed severe tapasya. Who? This Jayadratha, to please Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was pleased and asked Jayadratha, "What benediction you want?" "I want to kill all the Pandavas. I want to defeat all the Pandavas." Shiva said, "Even I cannot do this work. As long as Krishna is there with the Pandavas, nobody can kill them. However, I can give the benediction. During the crucial time, you will be able to defeat the 4 Pandavas except Arjuna. Except Arjuna, you will be able to defeat 4 Pandavas. Other than Arjuna." He gave the benediction. So he got this benediction. During the Mahabharata war, 16th day, I think, not 14th or 13th day, he made, I think 13th or 14th day, Dronacharya made Chakra Vyuha, circular formation, because except Arjuna, nobody can enter the circular formation. So you want to capture Yudhishthira. And Dronacharya told Duryodhana, "Please take away Arjuna from me. I will take Yudhishthira as a captive. Then we'll win the kingdom. We can stop the war." So Duryodhana told one of the Shusharmas to take to take Arjuna far away from the battlefield, so that Dronacharya can capture Yudhishthira Maharaj. So at that time, Arjuna was taken away by this some people far away, Shusharmas. Then no one was there at the time. Yudhishthira Maharaj came and asked Abhimanyu, my dear Abhimanyu, only you knows, Krishna, Balarama, Arjuna, and Abhimanyu know how to enter, break the circular formation. But Abhimanyu did not know how to come out. So he said, I know how to enter, but I don't know how to come out. At the time, you don't worry, we'll follow you. We'll follow you, just you penetrate, we'll follow you, we'll take care of you. So at the time, when Abhimanyu entered the circular formation, so at the time, Pandavas were going. At the time, Mahaprabhu came and checked the four Pandavas because of the blessings of Lord Shiva. And meanwhile, when Abhimanyu entered inside, the circular formation was closed and the Pandavas could not go. And as a result, Abhimanyu was caught inside, he was trapped. So all the Kauravas warriors killed mercilessly the Abhimanyu. Although Abhimanyu vanquished all the Kauravas single-handedly, nevertheless, by all joined together, when he was without weapon, they attacked and they killed him. So next day, Arjuna took a vow that tomorrow by sunrise, I will kill Jayadratha because it was he who was the cause of my son's death. So when Jayadratha came to know that Arjuna has taken a vow that he'll be killed before sunset, next day he want to leave the battlefield. At the time, Duryodhana said, don't worry, you don't be in the front, you be far away. So Arjuna said, if I don't kill Jayadratha by sunset, I will enter into the fire. So Duryodhana was very happy. So that Arjuna will die if he does not fulfill his vow. So he was kept far away. So at the time, time is passing, and Arjuna was fighting with the different people, and he could not see Jayadratha almost 5:30, around 6 o'clock. So still far away. Then somehow Krishna took Arjuna, and he saw it's impossible for Arjuna to kill Jayadratha before sunset. So at the time, Krishna used his mystic power and covered sunlight. So it became dark. All the Kauravas started rejoicing that sunset happened. Now Arjuna could not kill Jayadratha, and Arjuna has to enter into the fire. So Jayadratha, understanding this, anyway, my life is safe. He threw his weapon, got him from the chariot, started walking without any weapon. At the time, Krishna withdrew his mystic power and pointed out, Arjuna, sun is not set. You look at your enemy, he's walking, and finish him off. So at the time, Krishna instructed that use divine weapons, celestial weapons. When you cut the head of Jayadratha, it should take the head of Jayadratha and directly it should go and fall into the lap of his father, because his father performed severe tapasya and got the blessings that anyone who caused his son's head to fall into the ground, his head will smash into hundreds of pieces. So Krishna knew very well that if that head falls there itself, Arjuna head will blast. Therefore, Krishna advised Arjuna, use celestial weapon, cut the head, and should go and fall into the lap of his father. His father was doing tapasya in the Samanta Panchaka evening Sandhya time. So Arjuna invoked his celestial weapon and cut the head of this Jayadratha and directly went and fell onto the lap of his father. The moment he got up, the head fell into the ground. As a result, his head got blasted into many pieces. In this way, Krishna saved Arjuna. Krishna saved innumerable times Arjuna. So Arjuna was recollecting all the things how Krishna saved him. At the time, Arjuna said, now Krishna is not with me. In his absence, although I had astounding power that I defeated demigods, now in his absence, I have been defeated by insignificant covered man. Insignificant covered man when I was protecting the wife of Krishna. So although he said, I am the same Arjuna, I've got same Gandiva bow, same arrow, same chariot, same Arjuna, but I don't have power. In his absent, I'm bereft of all the power. As a result, having been defeated by insignificant covered man roots, and he was protecting the wives of Krishna. Actually, who can kidnap the wife of Krishna? Wives of Krishna, nobody can do. Vishnu Chakravarti analyzed everything and took from Shastras and he read carefully. Actually, there was a denizens of heaven. They all pleased Astavaka Muni, Astavakra Muni. So Muni, the Astavakra Muni was very pleased and he gave the blessings of the denizens of the heavenly planet, and the Supreme Lord will become your husband in the future. So they were pleased, the denizens of the women were pleased with the blessings of this Astavakra Muni. Later, because Astavakra Muni, his body was deformed, different, like a kind of curvature, different curve. And he would walk in a peculiar way like this. And when he walks, it was some peculiar way, and the woman started laughing at this Muni. And the Muni became very angry and cursed this woman. Although you may get Supreme Lord as your husband, nevertheless, you'll be kidnapped by the roots. Then later they all pleased, begged apology, begged forgiveness, and pleased Astavakra Muni. And then later he said, although you will be kidnapped by the rooks, nevertheless you will regain association with your husband, Supreme Lord. So as a result, the wives of Krishna were kidnapped by Krishna alone, because Krishna assumed the form of a rook and kidnapped, because nobody could touch the body of a wife, means touch the body of wife of Krishna, otherwise they will burn. So Arjuna says, although I am the same Arjuna, same, I've got same Gandiva bow, same arrow, same chariot, but I have no power now. I have no power now. He said, my dear Yudhishthira, you asked me about our friends and relatives at Dwaraka. Now I will tell you, the entire Yadu members, dynasty of Yadu, was cursed by the Brahmanas. As a result, our Yadu members were intoxicated by drinking wine. And as a result, they started fighting each other without knowing who they are. And they killed each other, and only few are left. Only few are left. All the people are dead and gone. Now I am attracted to the teachings of Lord Krishna, which was imparted to me before the Mahabharata war. So Arjuna could recollect all the instruction given by Krishna before the war. Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna to dispel his ignorance. So Arjuna could recollect all the instructions of the Lord and became free from all the contamination. When Yudhishthira Maharaj heard that Krishna left the world and went back to his abode, and he decided to leave the family, and he wanted to associate with Lord Krishna. He wanted to retire from the active politics, and he could see all the citizens in the kingdom were filled, means the Kali infiltrated. Kali started exerting his influence upon the citizens in his kingdom. So after seeing the Kali Purusha entered, and he want to retire from politics, and he want to go back to the Godhead. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is not afraid of Kali Purusha because he's a devotee of the Lord. Because he was an eternal associate, he want to associate with Krishna. Therefore, he decided to give up the kingdom and take the renounced order of life. He personally set an example how the kings or the politicians should not be attached to politics till the end of their life. They should hand over the kingdom to qualified person and retire from the active politics and engage in the devotional service on the Lord and achieve the mission of life. So in this way, Yudhishthira Maharaja set an example. So he enthroned Parikshit Maharaj, who was qualified as emperor of the world, and made great grandson of Krishna, Vajranabha, as the king of Mathura. Then he gave up all the royal robes and became disinterested and left the Hastinapura. So even when Kunti heard about how Krishna left the world, how when she came to know the end of Yadu dynasty, she also fixed her mind upon Krishna and attained the abode of the Lord. When Yudhishthira Raja leaving, he left everything, went to Himalaya. So when all the Pandavas, namely Bhima and Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, saw how his brother left, they also followed in the footsteps of Yudhishthira Maharaj. So they also understood that only our goal of life is to fix our mind upon lotus feet of Krishna. They all of them completely absorbed devotional service and went to the abode of Lord with the same bodies. And Vidura, who was on the pilgrimage, he also left his body, being completely absorbed in the thought of Krishna, and he went to his planet, Piturloka, where he was received by residents of Piturloka. When Draupadi and Subhadra saw that how their husbands left them without taking them, they also completely absorbed the thought of Krishna and went back to the abode of the Lord. So this is the end of this chapter. Thank you.